Now we're going to talk about returning interlibrary loans. What happens with a return is that you need to go to the discharge item in workflows. Okay, you get an item. Here we have a DVD, and what you can do is just do the barcode, and it'll come up here and it'll say it's returning to Natrona. And if you're doing this at the circulation computers, you'll get a little slip to put in it. If you're doing it back at my desk, the receipt printer won't print a receipt for that. But you just do that for every item, even the out-of-state items. Just make sure they're all discharged. Here I have an item with multiple parts, and what I want to do is just open this up, count the parts. It should be written on the front how many parts there are. There's 3 discs in here. So I'm going to open this up, make sure there are 3 discs. 1, 2, and guess what? The 3rd disc, where is that 3rd disc? 3. Now if there was a disc in here missing, we would let the patron know and we would set it aside. We would not discharge it and we would not return it. Okay, now I have some books here that for some reason were not picked up by the people who requested them. So what we're going to do is we're going to return those, and what you would do is you go to workflows, you choose the lock and key, which is the holds, and you choose the remove item. Okay, and what you're going to do now is we're going to do the barcode. Comes up with the person's name. We're going to click on the box next to the person's name. I'm going to click OK. It says the owning library is Campbell County. We're going to put the item in transit. Then we're going to click OK. And there it says route to Campbell County. So that's what you do with each book that a person has not picked up. You just want to go ahead, take off the hold, and then put it in transit. Okay, now we're going to return books in VDX. You want to make sure that requester has been chosen. Then you want to put in the ILL number, and the ILL number will be right here where it says requester number, that 6-digit number there. So we're going to put in 585836 and click on submit. Okay, there it is. We're going to go to action, and then we're going to go to the drop down menu. We're going to choose returned, click on submit, click on submit again. It says action successful, and we can go back to requests and put another one in right there where it says ILL number 585836. Click on submit. Okay. Now see, we already returned that one, and that's where you'll get where it says returned. Okay, it says status, last action, returned. Okay, let's do this one, which will be 585833. Submit. Okay, the status is received. It was processed. We received it. Action. Drop down menu, returned. submit, submit. Okay, action successful, go back to request. Alright. If you don't find something in VDX, it could be that it's an out-of-state or an OCLC. If you have any questions, you can come and ask me, and I'll try and find it. If you can't find it by the number, you can always try the title or the client name. And this, you usually want to go by title. If people return things that don't have their ILL book sleeve on it, or usually an OCLC, because we usually don't have numbers for those. Now I'm going to show you how to return an out-of-state item. This is OCLC, and usually it says OCLC on it. It'll have a label like this, or it'll have a yellow label that says OCLC, and it won't spit out a return receipt. And what you'll do is you'll go to first search, and you want to go to resource sharing. Oh, I'm going to have to sign on again. Okay, there it is, first search right there. Okay, now we have it up again. And what you'll do is you'll go to resource sharing, and you'll type the name of the item in, which this is a music CD, MHMM. You're going to want to request title over here, and then search. Now you want to make sure it says return with today's date. Okay, and click on update. Okay, now it's returned. What you'll do then is you'll go to the blue folder and find the paperwork. A lot of them have paperwork with return labels. If they didn't send any paperwork, any return label, what you'll find is a regular ILL request sheet. And they're all in here by date of return. Okay, so the return date on this is 8/12. So let's go 8/12 in here. Okay, don't have a return sheet, so we had to make one. And yep, it's the same one. Okay, so we have that. Let's put this back. What we're going to do is we're going to write on the sheet that it was returned on August 1st. Okay, so put 8/01 right there. Okay, then we'll take this yellow paper off because we don't need to return that. Okay, so see, the yellow paper is off. We just have the clear case that it came in. And what we'll do, if this were a sheet that they had sent us, then we would go to the copier and make a copy of it. But because it's a sheet I had to make, we don't need to make a copy. Okay, so we will file that in the box under the table. There's a box under the table here that has the sheets in it. We have to keep those for 3 years.